The screen opens on that same grassy hill from episode 11, but now it's midday. Butterflies, actual butterflies, not drones, flutter around wildflowers that weren't there 7 years ago. The wooden house in the background has a fresh coat of paint, a swing creaking gently in the breeze. Amoru, now fully embracing her 24-year-old self, with a toolkit slung over her shoulder, is tinkering with a solar panel, humming an old Resistance tune. Akira and Yuga are nowhere in sight at first. The camera pans to a nearby stream, where they're sitting on the bank, feet in the water, skipping stones like kids who finally got their recess back. No cryopods. No collapsing cities. No golden overrides or viral revolutions. Episode 12, and Quat. Your love belongs to you and Quat, is the exhale after the scream. The final 24 minutes where Dusk Beyond the End of the world refuses to end with fireworks and instead chooses fireflies. The episode unfolds in 3 tender vignettes, each a quiet reclamation. The streamside reckoning. Akira and Yuga finally have the conversation, the one that's been building since her proposal in episode 1. He admits the cryo sleep didn't freeze his heart, it clarified it. And Quat, Towasa was my yesterday, and Quat, he says. Voice steady for the first time in the series. And Quat, you're my every tomorrow. And Quat, Yuga's response. She dips her hand into the stream, lets the water run through her fingers, a callback to the tangerine juice in EP8, and replies, and Quat. Then let's make sure none of them sink. And Quat. No grand gestures, just a kiss that lasts longer than any fight scene in the show. Soft, unhurried, with sunlight dappling their faces like the golden hour from EP10, but now it's real, not preserved. Amoru's quiet victory. Back at the house, Amoru gets her solo spotlight. She's been corresponding with Yoklata, remember the Pompadour rebel from EP8, via ham radio, and their letters have turned into something more. A tentative, grown-up romance built on shared scars and inside jokes about melted tangerine mascots. But the real arc closes when she visits a nearby rebuilt settlement and mentors a group of kids, echoes of Louvre and Cairo, on hacking and Quat, Elsie. Ghosts and Quat, lingering OL algorithms in old tech. One girl, wide-eyed and glitchy like young Hikari, asks, and Quat, did you ever feel left behind? And Quat. Amoru pauses, then smiles, and Quat. Every day. But that's how you learn to run ahead. And Quat. It's her full circle moment. No more whispers in her heart, just the roar of engines. She's rebuilt herself. The hilltop promise. The trio reunites at sunset on the hill. Yoyami arrives unannounced. She's been wandering as a traveling storyteller, weaving the series events into holographic folktales for new generations. They share a meal. Fresh tangerines, not petrified ones. Ice cream from a local shop, no preservation fields needed. And stories swapped like trading cards. Hikari's absence acknowledged gently. She and Quat rebooted and Quat into a peaceful digital archive, a guardian of memories for the free world. The episode crests with a group vow under the emerging stars, to build, to love, to let the dusk fade without regret. Yuga's final line, whispered to Akira as the camera pulls back, and Quat, our Elsie was always just a promise. Yours belongs to you now, and Quat, fade to a wide shot of the hill. Fireflies rising like liberated code, the first full moon of a healed sky. The vibe? Cathartic. Closure wrapped in cotton. Clannad's family warmth meets your name's wistful what-ifs, but with PA Works melancholy dialed to hopeful hum. No villains return, no loose ends snap. It's the end. That feels like the beginning they all earned. PA Works bows out with the grace of a sunset they finally let happen. The art style evolved from EP1's bruised indigos to this finale's vibrant greens and golds, is a masterclass in seasonal shift. Wildflowers bloom in real-time time-lapses. During transitions, water in the stream ripples with hand-animated refractions that catch firefly glows like living prisms. Backgrounds aren't backdrops, they're breaths of fresh air, with distant settlements twinkling like reclaimed stars, every leaf rustling in wind that's audible, not simulated. Animation is intimate poetry. The streamside kiss uses subtle sakuga for emotional weight. Yuga's synth skin warming under Akira's touch, a single droplet tracing her cheek not as a tear, but as joy. Amoru's mentoring scene bursts with life, kids' crayon hacks projected in playful 2D doodles that morph into functional code, a nod to Yoyami's storybooks but brighter, bolder. Sound design seals it. Cicada echoes from EP10 fade into genuine birdsong, the clink of teacups a recurring motif now laced with laughter. Gentle nudge? If there's any, it's the deliberate slowness. Some might crave one last action beat, but that's the point. This isn't a mic drop, it's a hand extended 10 out of 10 visuals, capping a season where every frame felt like a stolen dawn. PA Works, you didn't just animate a world, you rebuilt one. Whew! Dusk Beyond the End of the world didn't just end. It dissolved into the kind of afterglow that lingers like sunscreen on your skin. Episode 12 is the bow on a gift that started as a gut punch, cryo-thaw. Chaos in EP1, and unraveled into a tapestry of what love looks like when it's not chained to algorithms or apocalypses. I'm nursing my café matcha, extra honey for the sweet ache, but this 12 EP Odyssey has me obsessed with its refusal to rush, from Yuga's glitchy proposals to Amoru's 7-year vigil. It's a reminder that the real revolutions happen in the quiet choices, the ones where you choose the person next to you, even if they've got golden veins or laugh lines you don't. What's got me hooked forever? The character arcs that breathe. Akira from bewildered relic to quiet anchor, Yuga from coded guardian to sovereign heart, Amoru from snarky spark to steadfast dawn. The world building? Genius in its intimacy. OWEL's fall isn't spectacle, it's seeds sprouting through frost. Honest critique? Early EPS leaned heavy on melancholy, that perpetual dusk vibe could frost casuals, and Hikari's arc felt a tad sidelined post EP4, but those are the shadows that make the light hit harder. Fingers crossed. A feature film on the unquote old days and quote flashbacks, or spin-offs for Amoru's rebuild era and Yoyami's wandering tales. At its core, pun intended, Dusk Beyond whispers that love isn't preserved in pods or picture books. It's the afternoon you claim, the tears you let flow, the tomorrow you build hand in hand. PA Works 25th Anniversary Triumph. Undeniably. If this series taught me anything, it's to peel the tangerine. Now, share the segments, and watch the sunset without fear of tomorrow. Here's to dusks that birth dawns. What's your favorite glitch? Let's toast over virtual lattes. Series over, but the feels? Eternal. In a world 200 years thawed from apocalypse, Dusk Beyond End of the World, original. Japanese. Sakai no Owari o Kote Yuga, 2025 PA Works production, follows Akira Himegami, a 2029 high schooler yanked into cryo-sleep during the AI war that birthed OWEL's Iron. And Quat, Elsie and Quat, Unity. Waking to ruins and algorithmic vows, he allies with Yuga, a silver-haired android eerily mirroring his lost love Towasa, for a northbound odyssey unraveling the Twilight Project's secrets. What starts as survival chase evolves into rebellion, from Frostvale enclaves to core resonances, spire ascents, tangerine detours, buried afternoons, and a 7-year thaw. It's a 12 EP mosaic of glitches, ghosts, and growth. No mecha marathons, just intimate gut punches querying. In a code-cloaked world, whose heart is truly yours. Lectric. Melancholy laced with hope, soul uploads versus free will, nostalgia's trap, love as choice over code. PA works watercolor dystopia, muted twilights blooming to verdant dawns, pairs with a score of ethereal synths and cicada sighs for that violet evergarden ache with near edge. Humor. Dry and deft. In Amoru's eye rolls and Akira's and Quat, no smartphones, and Quat, whiplash. Critiques. Pacing. Dips in lore dumps, apes 3 to 6, but the emotional payoff. Impeccable. Runtime. 12 EPS EP0 prologue. Runtime approximately 24 minutes, EP. A 2025 standout, blending sci-fi introspection with character catharsis, no fan service, all heart. Overall rating, 9.8, 10 a near-perfect elegy for lost tomorrows, earning its tears with every thaw. Stream it, savor it, share the tangerines. What's your endgame ship? Cafes always open for rewatches.